So we're doing something with our older population, but it's benefiting the kids and in the community who maybe couldn't afford to go to summer camp or different activities that the YMCA provides. So I love that because it's multi-generational, and it's multi-generational in the sense that we have kids from the high school come and they help. In the end, it's just so much fun. Everyone's out dancing, and you have kids from like 15 up to, people probably in their 90s, all out there dancing together. Welcome to Aging in Style, the podcast dedicated to celebrating aging and what it takes to do it well. I'm Lori Williams. I'm a certified senior advisor and senior housing expert. In each episode, you'll learn stories of older adults who are thriving in their 70s, 80s, 90s, and in some cases in their hundreds. Whether you're an older adult or the child of an older adult, this podcast is filled with insightful resources, organizations that are doing incredible work, and stories that will inspire you to volunteer, learn, and who knows, maybe even skydive in your golden years. Hi, welcome to Aging in Style. I'm so glad you are here today. We are going to do another episode of Ask Lori with Anna, my producer here, asking the questions. And this is a question that actually I'm asked about all the time when I'm on the phone with families and with other people within my community. And they always have questions about this. So what's the question, Anna?
All right. So one of the many events you do in the communities in Flower Mound. The question was about the Senior Prom. You've talked about it before last year as well. And like, what is going on? How can get people involved? And actually, it's not just for seniors, right? So it's more for everybody. So share a little bit on that.
Sure. Okay. So in my community where I live, and actually just kind of surrounding communities as well, we've just always in this area enjoyed getting together. And this is people who work in senior living and people who work in healthcare. And we've always just all enjoyed, I guess we all love to have fun and have a party, but we've always enjoyed doing things that serve our senior community. And so there's lots and lots of things that we do, but one of the biggest, and I actually didn't start it, this was started probably over 10 years ago by another group, and then COVID happened, and then it sort of fell apart, and then we picked it up and started with it last year, but it's called the Senior Prom. At one point, it was called I think it was the second time around prom. Like if you missed your prom in your youth, then you had your second chance to have your prom. So hugely popular, and we do different themes every year. So last year we brought it back in 2023 and had a blast with it. It was a cruise, like the Love Boat cruise, and we had so much fun. We do it in conjunction with the YMCA, and it's actually a fundraiser for the YMCA because they provide the space, and the fundraiser, the money raised goes to help with the programs for the kids, which I love. So we're doing something with our older population, but it's benefiting the kids and in the community who maybe couldn't afford to go to summer camp or different activities that the YMCA provides. So I love that because it's multi-generational, and it's multi-generational in the sense that we have kids from the high school come and they help. In the end, it's just so much fun. Everyone's out dancing, and you have kids from like 15 up to, people probably in their 90s, all out there dancing together. Last year was so fun. There was a lady who knew like all the line dances, and I want to say she was probably in her 80s. All the kids were learning from her. She was teaching them all how to line dance.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know, it was adorable. So this year, our prom is on April 12th. And like Anna said, it's open to anyone. I mean, it's a senior prom, but like I have to keep telling people, it's a senior prom, but not for high school students. It's for 50 and up. And what we're going to do is a sock hop. That's our theme this year. And we have like seriously gotten into this sock hop.
What is a sock hop?
Oh my goodness, Anna. Okay, I'm glad you asked.
I think it may be like a social contextual thing that I'm like, cultural.
You know what? It might be. And you know what? For those who are younger, you may not know. So a sock hop was a dance they did in the 1950s. And so they called it a sock hop. Why it was called a sock hop, I actually don't know. I'm going to have to Google that. but it's just what they called their big dance. So it's going to be all like 50s music. They wore poodle skirts. Do you know what the poodle skirt is?
Mhm.
So,
How
so when they
fun.
would go to those dances, they wore poodle skirts and the saddle shoes, and kind of picture like the movie Grease, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like that. And so that's what people don't have to dress up, but of course, clearly,
Hello. If you don't do
if
it,
you,
then come
yeah.
on.
And if you know me, I love to dress up, but
Indeed.
I'm actually looking for a poodle skirt for myself. But anyhow, so what we're doing is we're going to have just like 1950s, like we're setting it up so it's going to be kind of like a diner, like look like a diner in the decorations. But then we are going to have, tables are going to be all set up. So it's like everything's going to look like you have just gone back in time to a soda shop in the 1950s. And we have some surprises. So I'm not going to let everything out of the bag right now, but it's going to be awesome. Just know that. But we have a band coming, which we went and listened to them a couple of weeks ago, and they are amazing. So it'll be 50s music. We have I Love Lucy. Lucy may be stopping by
Ooh.
as a surprise guest. But it's just, like I said, it's just a way for our community to come together and do something fun for everyone, but particularly for our older adults while benefiting the younger people too. And we invite, all the different senior living communities, people who are at the senior center and still living in their homes. So it's just a big community-wide event. And we get a lot of questions about it. So I know in this area, these kind of things are not done outside our area, if that makes sense. So it's not like a big Dallas thing that all this is happening, but sort of my community. For whatever reason, there's just a group of us, like I said, who just love to have fun. So we just do all these things. But I would love to see it catch on everywhere because I think it benefits your community. It benefits the seniors. It benefits the younger people. It's a great thing.
And there's so many kind of like fundraising activities that are like a gala and a luncheon. Yeah. And, that sounds like a lot of fun. So how much are tickets? Do you happen to know?
Yes, tickets are $20 each. And for $20, you get quite a bit.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay. It's not like a commercial here, but you get dinner, which is going to be hamburgers, chips, and you're going to get dessert, likely some sort of ice cream is what we're working on. Dancing with a band, also other guests coming by. We do a photo op, just like prom. And do y'all do prom in Portugal, or is that an American thing?
We do some sort of prom, but not as like, there's no queen, there's no king. So yeah, it's just a little more toned down. Like you go for dinner with friends and teachers and blah, blah, but like not really as amazing as they do it here.
Yeah. Well, here, the picture is the big thing, your prom picture.
Oh.
And so we do have a backdrop. We'll have all set up where you can go and have your prom picture taken. And we'll do some traditional prom poses, but anyone can pose how they want. I think it's funny to do the traditional ones. So, just to make it like a real prom, and then everyone gets their picture when they leave. We're working on this, but we may have some 1950s cars there, some actual classic cars. But you get a lot for the $20. So like I said, it's meal, dancing, live music. We're gonna have a 50-50 raffle, pictures. So it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for $20.
No,
it's a good value. Amazing. And it all goes to helping children in the community.
That's awesome. Is there a website set up, or how do people get
We don't
tickets?
have a website because we're really selling the tickets through the YMCA for the most part. I have some tickets, but mostly it's through the YMCA, but I can provide all that information and how they can do it, how they can buy the ticket.
Awesome. So we'll put that in the show notes that like maybe you can create a Facebook post and I link to that.
Yeah, I will do that because you definitely, if you're in this area, you do not want to miss it. It's so much fun. And we're going all out. That we have been planning for a year. It is going to be a blast.
I may have to drive from Oak Cliff.
I think you do, because I'm telling you, it is something to see. And then when you see all the generations out there line dancing or slow dancing together, it is the cutest thing ever. It just makes your heart go, oh, it just makes me happy.
Okay, you convinced me. I'm coming. Where do I buy my ticket? Like that meme kind of like, here, take my money.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so it's open to anyone. Are there any restrictions that people should be aware of?
I would buy a ticket early because I really think we're going to sell out. We can only seat 300. And we've been, advertising it a lot in this area, and people know about it and they know how fun it is and they don't want to miss it. So yeah, I'd say get your ticket early.
Awesome. And then just repeat the date and time so that.
Yep. It is April 12th and it's 5:30 till 8:30. And attire is whatever you want to wear, but I think it's more fun if you kind of go all out.
Yes, bonus points. And especially in the 50s, the outfits were so cute and adorable.
Oh my gosh, I know. So, I mean, you don't even have to wear a poodle skirt, but you could always do like jeans rolled up with a boyfriend shirt like over it. I think they did like the white shirt, and then I may actually take my dad's class ring and put it on a chain and wear it.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, there you go. You're already set.
Yeah, I know. Trying to bring back all the 50s things I can think of. And if you don't remember, then just Google. That's what Google's for.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for the question. And I hope this inspires other people in other communities to go forth and do fun things like this. You just get together with a, group of like-minded people, and you never know where things will turn out. And, it's such a positive thing for your community. So thanks for asking the question. And if you have any other questions, I mean, this was one that we get asked all the time, but if you have questions that come up that you just have, a burning desire to know the answer to, please send it in to Ask Lori, and we may feature you here on the podcast or feature your question. And be sure to share this with all your friends and family. And you can find all the podcast episodes on my website, which is loriwilliams-seniorservices.com. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.